today's video, we'll be showing you our beginner to 5K training plan. This is a training plan for anybody that is looking to finish their first 5K without stopping. So anybody who's new to running. All right, let's talk about some tips for new runners. So if you're not used to running, if you're living, somewhat more of a sedentary lifestyle, the most important thing is to develop a habit for running or daily activity. So just setting aside 30 to 60 minutes to work on your physical fitness each day. That's huge. Just developing that habit is the most important thing. So with that in mind, we want you to focus on time spent running, not the distance covered. So that takes all the pressure out of the equation. So you don't have to worry about how fast you're running. Just worry about getting out the door, moving your body on your feet for a specific amount of time and building that time up. Going for a 30-minute walk/jog or a 20-minute jog. That's a lot less intimidating than having to focus on 3 miles or 4 miles or whatever it is, right? So it doesn't matter how slow you're going, it just matters how consistent you are. Are you able to get out there every day and move your body and gradually over time build fitness, and eventually you'll be running faster. But for now, we don't want you to worry about speed at all. All right, so the next important tip is you don't want it to be boring. You want to have fun with your running, because if you're not having fun, you're not going to be able to develop that habit. You're going to break the habit. So one tip is to try to run or walk at new locations every so often, to mix things up. So try new running routes. Another big tip is, try to interact with the running community. There's a really large community of people out there that love the sport of running, and they're there to share share the fun with you, and just and also share their experience, so you can learn a lot too. So this can be as simple as just like running with a friend. I'm sure you know somebody who likes to run, or at least likes to exercise, and go for a run with them. Another thing you can do is you can look at social media, find out what running clubs there are in your area, and check out the running club. Also check out your local running specialty store, because those are the places that really are hubs of knowledge with respect to running. So you can learn a lot about what shoes you should be wearing, and they can help you out with finding places to run in the area. And lastly, consider joining like an online club too. For example, the app Strava has a lot of running clubs that are built in. You can see other people's activities and give each other encouragement. So just like anything you can do to keep running fun and keep the habit of running daily or exercising daily, keep that habit up. All right, let's get into the plan. So this plan is an 8-week plan leading up to your first 5K. And so basically we're starting from scratch here. So we're gonna start with just walking, and then we're gonna build up to running more and more. So there'll be a lot of sessions where you're alternating running and walking, and as these 8 weeks progress, the amount of running you do is going to start to increase. So you can see, if you look at this calendar on the right, we have the total time spent running and time spent walking each week. So the commitment for this plan is only about 30 to 40 minutes of exercise each day. So only about 3 hours per week, with a rest day on Wednesday. The next thing I want to draw your attention to is there's a pattern of harder days and easier days. And the harder days are highlighted in red on Thursday and Sunday. And so you always have 2 or 3 easy days in between your hard days. All right, and then if you look at some of these workouts, most of them are either walks or you're alternating running and walking. So in each day, like for example, on the Thursday of week 1, you would run 1 minute, walk 5 minutes, and you would repeat that for 30 minutes total. So you'd end up doing 5 cycles of that. You'd end up running 5 minutes total, but broken up into 1 minute intervals, and walk in 25 minutes, but broken up into 5 minute intervals. All right, and so as you can see, as the plan progresses, the time spent running, the fraction of that run, of that activity that is running, goes up. So by the time, let's look at Sunday of week 4, you're going for a run, again, 30 minutes total, but this time you're alternating between 2 minutes and 30 seconds running and 3 minutes and 30 seconds walk. So almost 50% running. And the goal is just, building that habit, getting used to running, but not overdoing it. All right, let's look at the last 4 weeks of this training plan. So we continue with those hard days on Thursdays and Sundays, and then Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday are lighter days. Wednesdays are off. And let's see, week 6, the first time you're going to do a longer continuous run is in week 6 on Thursday. You're going to do a 10-minute run followed by a 15-minute walk, cool down, so 25 minutes total. And then a week later, you're going to go for a 20-minute run. And that's actually going to be the longest run you do in preparation, like continuous run in preparation for your 5K. But that should set you up. This should set you up if you're consistent with this plan. You're out there 3 hours a week on a daily basis almost, moving your body, running, and you're doing a little bit of running each day. It's kind of like learning an instrument. It's much, if you only have 3 hours to learn an instrument, you're better off spending 20 or 30 minutes every day rather than just doing 30 minutes on Sunday and then taking 6 days off. So then week 8 leads up to your 5K race. And again, if you follow this plan, you should be ready to run that 5K without having to stop. And if you have to stop to walk, a little bit, that's totally fine too. But it's your first 5K. This plan is just aimed to set you up to finish that first 5K. All right, let's talk about some final thoughts and tips. So feel free to replace some of the walking days with non-impact cross-training. So other forms of exercise that are non-impact. So things like yoga, for example, really good. Cycling, you could do a stationary bike, or you can ride your bike outside as well. And then elliptical, so other weight, aerobic cardio machines in the weight room. So you can replace any of these, like Monday walks, for example, with some form of cardio training in the weight room or on the bike, or yoga, for example. Also, we strongly recommend you do some form of strength training at least 2 times per week, and your focus should be on your core, so your abdominal muscles, and then also your glutes and your hips. So there's tons of resources available online. So you can look up glute strengthening exercises. I would start off with body weight stuff like donkey kicks, fire hydrants, clamshells, things you can do over a resistance band. And then you can also do some traditional weightlifting too if you're ready for that. But body weight is just fine for a lot of this stuff. And then lastly, the most important thing is to have fun of it. This schedule is flexible. You can move any of these days around, but just keep an eye on the big picture. You want to have each week. You can switch to Thursday with a Tuesday, or a Friday with a Monday. You can switch those days around, but try to hit those Thursday and Sunday workouts at some point during your week. All right, if you like this video, thanks so much for watching. Please comment down below if you have any questions. We're gonna have tons more training videos like this for other types of events, and also many more workout videos to go. So if you like the channel, please subscribe.
If you like this video, let us know in the comments below or give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more training videos.
Run energized.